It's the fourth week of Advent, and all four candles are lit. 3 purple and 1 pink. This week's focus is on peace, the peace of Jesus. This week's candle is called the Angel's Candle. From the angel Gabriel announcing God's plan of salvation to Mary, to the angel telling Joseph that Mary's pregnancy was from the Holy Spirit, to the night of Christ's birth, when the angels announced it to the shepherds. God has sent his messengers to share the hope, joy, and peace of his plan of salvation. Happy birthday, Jesus. Let's rock. Are you walking through a storm that feels like it will never end? Do you wonder if life's storms have stolen the beauty from your life for good? You're in the right place. My name is Heather, and like you, I've been through a storm or two and wondered if life would ever be beautiful again. Here we share warriors' words, stories of discovering beauty after battles, and the worth in your wounds. Pick up your sword or boxing gloves and join the battle. Your words are powerful, my friends. Make them warrior words. I realize that by the time you're listening to this episode, even Christmas Day will have passed because of the timing of the Friday release dates. But I wanted to complete the Advent series, especially since my chosen verse is so applicable to Christmas. So, here goes. All this took place to fulfill what the Lord had said through the prophet. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and they shall call him Emmanuel, which means God is with us. And that's from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 1, verses 22 and 23. Wow. Now, I've celebrated Christmas for 50 plus years now. Now, of course, in my early years, like many of us, I was either unaware or just in it for the presents. But, like most of us, my faith has developed and has deepened over the decades. And while I was raised Catholic and did all the Catholic things growing up, plus I was known as the girl who went to church in college, I don't really think it took root until I started to teach the faith to my children. As an aside, I will say that my favorite teaching tool was using Jeff Caven's Bible Timeline Adventure. It really came alive for both me and my children. It also fully reinforced that salvation history is not separate from the history class we get in school. They are the same history and should not be separated. But I digress. The point of that was to say that I've celebrated so many Christmases, and I've read these passages about the birth of Jesus so many times, but they never cease to amaze me. Our God is so good. No human could have come up with this plan to save humanity, much less, this plan that involves a virgin bearing a son, with that son being God made flesh, Jesus, who is both fully God and fully human at the same time. It's mind-bogglingly glorious. His name literally means God with us. God as both our God and as a human being at the same time. Truth, God's truth, is stranger than fiction, right? How many books have been written? How many movies have been made that have the theme of a deity who comes to save his people? They may be page turners or box office hits, but they can never recreate what God has done. What is it they say? Often imitated, never duplicated. Why? It's impossible. We cannot do what God has done. That's what makes us human and Him God. The other amazing thing about this passage is that it quotes the prophets of the Old Testament, which means this was a plan, not a whim. God planned this salvation from the beginning because He knew His people. He knew us, and He still loved us. He knew us and still wanted to spend eternity with us. He knew what we would do and what He would need to do to provide us with a chance at salvation. Look upon the birth of Jesus, no matter how many times you've looked upon it. Look upon the birth of Jesus with awe and wonder. How will you let the fact that God is with us change you in the coming year? That's it for now. Remember, armor up, fight the good fight, seek beauty, and make your words warrior words. God bless.